Do Muslims have this kind of mentality when someone knows more, they must be a better person? Yeah. Does the Quran come and take a hammer and destroy that mentality? Absolutely. The Quran comes along and says there were people that came before us that had a lot of knowledge of the book, and Allah criticizes them more than anybody else. What's Allah saying? Knowledge, having knowledge is great, but that doesn't guarantee that you are pure of your flaws. Those are two separate things. You could be a terrible human being with amazing tajweed. You could do that. You could be a hafiz of the Quran and a horrible husband or whatever. You could be both of those things. But in the eyes of the village and in the eyes of the people or the community, mashallah, this person, oh. So because we have this concept of taqdees of people. Allah, the Prophet of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us, the ummah, he told us that we will fall into some of the same traps that people before us fell into. لَتَتَّبِعُنَّ سُنَنَ الَّذِينَ مِنْ قَبْلِكُمْ. You will end up following the ways of people who came before you. And one of the things that people that came before us, they did, is they considered their religious leaders perfect. And so they turned them into saints. What that means is these saints, they had a different kind of clothing than everybody else. They walked different from everybody else. Our Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when he used to be among the gathering of the Sahaba, and some new person walked in, they couldn't tell which one is the Prophet. They couldn't tell. Sometimes they went to Abu Bakr and said, Ya Rasulullah. He's like, oh, no, that's over here. The wrong address. That's over here. So they couldn't figure out which one is the messenger, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because he was so among the people. He wasn't a special class, or he didn't get treated in a special way or expect that kind of treatment in a certain way. But then you have other religions where the Holy One walks in and he puts his hand out because you got to kiss the ring first. And you see, you know what I'm saying? And we did, and the Prophet warned that you will follow the ways of the people before you. And some people within this ummah developed this kind of thinking. And they developed this kind of saint class of people.